I'm innocent. I didn't do it. I guess nobody's going to call. Let's get it over with then.
Edward Earl Johnson was executed in 1987 by gas chamber. There is strong evidence that he was innocent. He was 26. Up until his execution, he believed the Mississippi authorities might call it off.
They just already assuming that they're going to kill me.
I've just been given my black warrant. I do not think there's anything more dreadful than being told you're going to die and then just sitting in a prison cell waiting for the moment. I do not want to die on Wednesday, but I have no source of money and can only rely on God and my voluntary lawyers. I've not given up hope, but the night is very dark.
Aftab Barador, who was a juvenile when he was arrested, was hanged on June 10, 2015 in Lahore, Pakistan. Before the execution, the key witness in the trial swore that Aftab was innocent.
Please just give my love to Yemi and the children. Hello, children. Be brave. I love you. And thanks also to all those people who are supporting me.
Andy, a father of 3 from London, was kidnapped at an airport and rendered to Ethiopia in 2014. He continues to be held in an Ethiopian political prison under a death sentence that was handed down in absentia for his political activism.
Ireland. I miss everything about Ireland. Dad, I'm sorry that for 3 years you've had your son taken away from you. Mum, I'm sorry that for 3 years you've been chasing me from prison to prison. To my sisters and my brother, I am sorry that I couldn't be there as a brother for you. I am sorry that I couldn't be an uncle for your kids. Ireland, I am sorry to have been away from you for 3 years.
Ibrahim, a student from Dublin, was a juvenile when he was arrested in the wake of protests in Egypt in 2013. He has been imprisoned in Egypt ever since and is regularly tortured. He faces a death sentence in a mass trial of 494 people.
I just want to be released. I have faith, and I live with hope. If things change, I will thank God. If not, I lived happily with my hope.
Ali al-Namir was 17 when he was arrested in 2012 by the authorities in Saudi Arabia. He was tortured into a confession and sentenced to crucifixion. He could be executed any day now.
It is 30 years that we are living this horrible nightmare, and I could not imagine how we could survive without your help. You are the angels that God sent into our lives. God bless you. I will be 77 years old in November, and I am not well. I hope I shall be okay, at least, to see Chris free.
Marita's husband, Chris Mayoraj, was sentenced to death in Florida in 1987 for a crime he didn't commit. Chris remains in prison, despite overwhelming evidence of his innocence. He is 77.
On the 17th of May, my brother Shoaib was released from jail, and now he is at my home. I'm really very, very thankful to you. You did a lot of efforts to save Shoaib's life. I will always remember your efforts and try to forget the last 19 years. I pray to God to save us from these incidents in future.
Shoaib Sawar was released from death row in Rawalpindi, Pakistan in 2015, after spending 19 years waiting for execution. He had been wrongly accused of murder and convicted after an unfair trial. Pakistan is believed to hold more death row prisoners than any other country, over 8,000 people.
The sentence has been overturned, and now our dad is a free man. The past years were very tough, yet your kindness will never be forgotten by us and our dad, who remembers fondly all the visits and assurance you provided throughout his time in jail. Without it, it would have been unbearable.
This anonymous prisoner was released several months ago after spending several years in a Pakistani prison. He faced the death penalty at trial.
I remember the faces of those I left behind. The still doors, the solid walls, and especially the screams that filled the blocks. I start thinking, remember, slowly and surely, hope starts filling my chest. Thanks to Reprieve and the good people who are helping.
Bishop was released from Guantanamo Bay to the UK in 2007 after a 5-year ordeal at the prison. He was never tried or charged with a crime.
The first 2 or 3 years of my capture, I always thought that soon enough they will realize that I'm innocent and I'll be released. Soon enough that will happen, soon enough that will happen, but that never did.
This is the first time I have felt I can be myself in a very long time. Before going to prison, I was a photographer, but I hid that and many other sides of my personality because it can be dangerous to appear too different in prison. I'm so relieved I can express myself again.
Initially sentenced to death in 1999, Clifford was released from prison in June 2016.
I want to thank you for all that you have done.
A message sent to a member of Reprieve staff from a family member of a death row prisoner.
I don't know what I would have done without you and Reprieve. You have shown compassion and kindness, which have been of great support to me. I know ultimately you are going to help my relative, and I can't thank you enough for that. But you have been a comfort to me in this madness. Knowing someone you've met a few times cares. It's truly beautiful.
Mohammed is free after 7 years of unjustified imprisonment.
A message from a relative of a prisoner at Guantanamo Bay who was released after several years without charge or trial.
This freedom was caused by your team, who were devoted to advocating for the wrongly imprisoned. I urge you to keep doing this, because every human has rights, regardless of colour, religion, or nationality. Thank you.